Hi, prospective undergrads. We're so glad you're here and that you're interested in classics. My name is Emily Allen Hornlower. I'm the undergraduate director for the department. I'm also a professor in the department, and I'm going to tell you a little bit about what you can expect and what we have to offer. Let me start by saying that we're a small department and students love getting all the individualized attention that they get from our distinguished faculty members, myself included. You're really going to get one-on-one guidance throughout your experience at Rutgers, which is such a big place. This is no small thing to look forward to. Students rave about it. What's classics? As you probably know, but perhaps not, it is the study of ancient Greece and Rome, of the history, of the philosophy, the literature, the material culture. So it involves archaeology, also aspects of philosophy, political science. It's very interdisciplinary by nature. And you'll also be, as a major, probably reading some Greek and Latin as well. What kinds of tools are you going to acquire? You're going to learn to read things very critically, analyze them very much in depth. Think very deeply about how to communicate effectively. People often don't know this, but so much of advertising is steeped in the ancient world. Think about Nike. Nike is Athena Nike, the goddess of victory, for starters. Classics is really about what is the danger of forgetting our past. You really need to understand the past, and a lot of the past in ancient Greece and Rome shapes our present as we know it: democracy, theater, politics, philosophy, aspects of pride and hubris, aspects of the ego in warfare. All of these things come into play, and it will give you a very different perspective on the present and a way to think inventively about the future. And being creative and imaginative at a time like ours is something tremendously valuable. In terms of courses, take a look at our Greek and Roman mythology, Greek civilization, Roman civilization for starters. These are hugely popular courses taken by our majors, minors, and students all across the university. They're bigger courses, Greek and Roman athletics as well. They're also a great introduction to what we do, and then students love it and end up taking smaller seminar courses. Don't be deterred by 200 or 300 level numbers. You may be able to sign up for those as a freshman. Check with your advisor or check with me. As far as special opportunities, students regularly rave about the fact that our department has some grants that we are able to give every year competitively to students from our department to go study abroad, whether it's in Greece or in Italy, going on an archaeological dig and actually doing some archaeology, doing some findings, or just studying the ancient world in sight. And this you do with financial support, and you receive Rutgers credits, so it's really win-win. Something else that you're probably thinking about is what sorts of career can you pursue with a classics major or a minor, and this is all over the map, really. Of course, some students go into graduate studies, and we've had amazing results with students going to, in the last 2 years, Yale for graduate school in classics and philosophy. Another student last year as well, went to Cambridge with a fellowship, a Gates fellowship, to study for a year. A student this coming year, a graduating senior, is going to be going to Oxford on a full fellowship. So there's, of course, graduate school. And in related disciplines as well: library science, English, history, you name it. There are also students who go into teaching, of course, and there are many opportunities in teaching within New Jersey. And we've had some great success with that. But it's all over the map. Learning and studying classics, as I've mentioned earlier, gives you a chance to really think critically, analyze things closely, learn to communicate clearly. So we have students who became, are you ready, in the last, I think it was 4 years ago, an Air Force intelligence officer. She's still in touch, and she tells us that classics is what made the difference on her CV. It made her stand out as a go-getter and made her different. We also have another student who became a software engineer. That's right. And he says if he had to go back, he would still study classics because it shaped the entire way that he thinks about his life and his work. We also have students who are chefs, students who go into publishing. It's really all over the map. What matters is the so-called soft skills that you acquire: critical thinking and the ability to communicate clearly, and also think about the present with a broader lens. Everything didn't just happen just now. There's a history. There was a plague in Athens in the 5th century, and even examining studies about that helps us understand a little bit more about what's going on now. So if you have any questions, please contact me directly by email, Emily Allen Hornblower. If you do a quick Google, you'll be able to find me, and you probably have more information on this site. Best of luck to you, and welcome to Rutgers.